Hello YouTube, Andy Cam reacts with more reactions for you. It's been a minute since I've reacted to some IVE. Oh, it's actually really late actually as well. I'm gonna start with Kitsch. I don't know if that's how you Kitsch. 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 I'm not sure what language that's from. But I'm gonna react to that first. And depending on how this reaction goes, time lengthwise, I may add I am to this reaction video, although it may be two separate ones depending on how this one goes. Hold on. Maybe I need a review who's who IVE profile because it's been a minute. Sorry. So you're Eugene, you're Karam. Nope, you're Kaur. Karam is a former member of the Seraphim. I apologize. Kaur, Ray, Wonyoung, and Liz, and Esau. Kaur, which is autumn. So that should be easy. I remember it's autumn. Ray, Kaur, Liz. For those that don't know, by the way, my quote unquote favorite member from IVE was likely going to be Liz, although I don't know if I ever declared her a bias. I definitely won't be right now. So let's get going. Pardon this quick interruption, by the way. I've got something to announce of news from Jeju Island. Well, kind of. Specifically, it's Corel is currently adding an additional promotional set that showcases the partnership between Nacific and Stray Kids, and by extension, Corel and myself. The name of the set is Stray Kids in the Black Uyu set. This set includes a toner, ampoule, and facial cream, 8 double-sided Stray Kids photocards, which also includes a QR code for 2 exclusive videos from Stray Kids. As you can see here, Stray Kids in the black, and there's a QR code. Nacific Cross Stray Kids. This set helps to deliver nutrients directly to the skin with natural ingredients as they are by cold pressing extraction method. This product effectively helps to moisturize the skin and strengthen the skin barrier. For your information, that Uyu, the UYU, is actually the Korean word for milk, as this is a product that contains real milk extracted from the Jeju Islands, which is aka the Hawaii of Korea. And just to give you a sneak peek of the photo cards that come with this, well, I'm not going to show you everything obviously, but here's the Pangchan, here's the Mangne Ayan here. And like I said, I'm not going to be able to show you everything, but here's just a little slight preview of these beautiful gentlemen. So again, you get all this in the set, the Stray Kids in the Black and Uyu set. Once again, the name of this set is Stray Kids in the Black and Uyu set, which is in addition to the existing promotion that me and Corel has partnered up on, which is the AHA BHA set, Fresh Herb skincare set, and the Origin Kit set that has a variety of different sets you could choose from. After having tried the Fresh Herb set and now the Uyu set, I must say I'm really recommending, if you want to try some skincare products, I highly recommend this one from Nacific. And the bonus is you get some bonus content from Stray Kids, and you get to support them in Nacific. And then also by using my code CamReacts, you get to support me as well directly, and also Corel, who's most gracious enough to partner with me. So, but anyways, with that said, thanks for watching, and back to what you're normally wanting to watch.
It's our time. 우린 달라. 특별한 게 좋아. Oh, what a good time. 난 잘 살아. 내 걱정
I'm like not paying attention. Hold on. Going back.
It's our
Going
time.
back one more time. Sorry.
It's our time.
More volume on my
달라.
end.
특별한 게 좋아. Oh, what a good time. 난 잘 살아. 내 걱정 낭비야.
So far, a fairly familiar beat from something. It's a very different style from what I've heard from them thus far.
하나같이 완전 우리답지 my favorite things. 그런 것들은 좀 점수를 매기지 마. 난 생겨먹은 대로 사는 애야 뭘 더 바래. That's my style. 우리만의 자유로운 nineties
Really laid back style.
지금까지 한 적 없는 custom fit. 올려대는 나의 feed and like it. 몰린 듯이 눌러 모두 다 like it. 내가 추는 춤을
There we
다들
go.
따라춰.
Some building up here.
너의 알고리즘은 안 떠. 걷잡을 수 없이 올라 미친 score. 그 누구도 예상 못할 19s Kitsch. 우리만의 자유로운 19s Kitsch. 우리만의 자유로운 19s Kitsch. 우리만의 자유로운 19s Kitsch. 우리만의 자유로운 19s Kitsch. Kitsch, 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 Kitsch.
It's a very strong beat all of a sudden.
우리만의 자유로운 19s Kitsch. 우리만의 자유로운 달콤한 말.
And we go back soft.
너의 의도대로 따라가진 않을 거야. 난 똑똑하니까. 난 절대 끌리지 않는 것에 끌려가지 않아. That's my style. 우리만의 자유로운 90s kids. 지금까지 한 적 없는 custom fit. 올려대는 나의 feed and like it. 몰린 듯이 눌러 모두 다 like it. 내가 추는 춤을 다들 따라춰. 매일 너의 알고리즘은 안 떠. 걷잡을 수 없이 올라 미친 score. 그 누구도 예상 못할 90s kids. 우리만의 자유로운 90s kids. 우리만의 자유로운 90s kids. 우리만의 자유로운 90s kids.
I like the song, but it's very jarring how different the song is between everything and then the chorus.
Yeah, 모두 주목해. 내가 좋아하는 것만 하면 뭐 어때? This ain't your life. 쓸데없는 생각 따위 go away. 답답한 이 세상 앞엔 멋대로 wallet. Yellow say no 너의 길을 get down. 잔소리는 quiet down. 이제 그만 peace out. 우리만의 자유로운 90s kids. 지금까지 한 적 없는 custom fit.
I really like the strong bass, the beat bass.
내가 추는 춤을 다들 따라춰. 매일 너의 알고리즘은 안 떠. 걷잡을 수 없이 올라 미친 score. 그 누구도 예상 못할 90s kids. 우리만의 자유로운 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 90s kids.
I just remembered.
자유로운 90s kids.
I almost didn't pay attention to the to the music video. I just remembered. I know Kaoru was actually also kind of climbing up in the ranks of members I like from IVE. But I don't know if I've ever declared her as a bias either. That's where I am. Let me. I'm guessing Kitsch is like another language for kid. No, it is not. Something that appeals to popular or lowbrow taste and is often of poor quality. It's a German word, which I had a feeling. Cheap, popular, and marketable pictures and sketches. Huh. Kind of like a stick it to the mainstream, I guess. Is that what they're saying? Even though find it interesting because IVE is pretty mainstream in Korea. For those that don't know, IVE is maybe after Blackpink the greatest, not greatest, the most popular group in Korea right now. Wonyoung is also kind of the reason why. She has a lot of antis, but she has that many more fans. And also their music's been pretty darn good, right? I remember After Like, which I really like. Love Dive was, I think people like that song more than I like it, but it's a good song. And then their debut song 11 was also a very good song, right? So let's check out their dance practice. Dance practice. Sorry, it's really loud. I was really digging this vibe, this start vibe. So when the really hard beat came in, I just wasn't ready for it. I'm never ready for anything, I guess, because I don't know what's coming, but So I have to admit, I'm gonna lower the volume a little so I can talk and not try to fight over the song. I have to admit, I'm actually probably a little harsher in terms of my rating of IVE than maybe, let's say, La Seraphim or Edmix. And I think it's probably because of just how darn good and popular they are. So I have like high expectations with them, and especially when I hear about how big their songs are in Korea. Like I kind of like, I'm like excited to watch, right? And so there's a bit of an expectation level that needs to be met for me to be like, wow, that was great. So I apologize if I'm coming off as a little unjustly critical. I don't think I've said anything critical yet, but I'm definitely warming up to the song. And I also watched Produce 48, so I have kind of already have an expectation slash understanding of Eugene and Wonyoung, although of course they've grown since then, right? It's been several years now at least. So it's not like, so I don't come into IVE blind, right? And I really like Liz's voice. Again, I'm disappointed about how lacking there, how not enough of Liz there is vocally on this song, because I really like Liz's voice. So that's unfortunate. But this is not a song that's supposed to be like belty and, you know, all that fun stuff. It's really just a chill vibe, and then when they have a hard drop for the chorus, and then they go back into this lighter spot. Let's check out this Inkigayo performance here.
It's our time. 우린 달라. 특별한 게 좋아. Oh, what a good time. 난 잘 살아. 네 걱정은 낭비야.
I don't see someone. There's 5 members here. Why? No pink hair. No Ray. Part of me wishes they kept this vibe for the rest of the song, but you know, it's just me. There's one thing I definitely cannot deny is IVE's production quality is pretty darn up there. They definitely have live mics, although I'm not sure if everyone's singing live when it's their turn. I think maybe it's just maybe Wonyoung is the only one that is singing really lightly. But I hear lots of imperfections, and that's very encouraging in terms of knowing that they're live here. Maybe the chorus is mainly backing track, which is fine. That was actually kind of cute how she came in. I'm kind of sad that Ray isn't here. Weird. So whenever it's Liz's turn to sing, she's not really in the center. Why? Or maybe she is, I'm just wishing there's more of it. Pretty crazy how fast, or much, I should say maybe, how much Wonyoung has grown since her Produce 48 days. I thought she was very cute, but she was kind of like a baby monster in the sense that not using baby monster for any likeness to what I believe to be YG's new girl group coming up. Baby monsters, and she's got like this, she's young, she's, you know, got a very cute face, but she's just tall, right? Very tall, and she's grown up a lot. Oh, I'm just checking the comments here. Wonyoung in this outfit and make no worse, she's so perfect. So from it, insight from Korea's side, right? My wife is a Korean. She's Korean, so she listens and reads a lot of Korean headlines and articles, and a lot of that does go into the entertainment side. But she's also vaguely aware of IVE, and she's definitely feels like Wonyoung is potentially like the next big like it girl in Korea, and I could see that. If she chooses to act as well, if she hasn't already, and she's good at it, then she's got the potential to be the she's got the looks. And so far, my wife was saying, not only does she have the very unique, beautiful looks, that you need to have that kind of status as the next it girl. I don't know if they even say that anymore nowadays, but you know, the next big female star in Korea. But not only that, like some of the older big girls in Korea, not big girls, famous, like popular famous girls in Korea, females, you could kind of you could kind of see that maybe they got there through looks alone, and they don't have, and they may be lacking in other qualities, right? Whether it be acting or singing, or maybe even in IQ, intelligence is a hard thing to judge, but there's definitely times where people are maybe fairly or unfairly judged by what the apparent intelligences of someone, for as cold as that sounds, but it is the truth, right? I'm just delivering truth, by the way, hard facts, nothing else. But my wife, who has a better pulse about what Korean people like, because she's lived there for a long time. I'm a Korean American. I lived here for most of my life in America, so I don't have the pulse of Korea as much as she does, let's say. And she thinks she's the next girl. Wonyoung is, Kang Wonyoung. She has the looks, the skills. She's got the figure, and she's very smart, apparently. She's kind of got everything. So my wife is thinking, maybe this girl is, maybe she does have everything. Maybe just listen to the song itself. The heck? I'm gonna lower the volume just a little bit. It always starts really low.
걱정 낭비야 네가 보낸 DM을 읽고 나서 답이 없는 게 답이야 That's my style OOTD 하나같이 완전 우리답지 My favorite things 그런 것들은 좀 점수를 매기지 마 난 생겨먹은 대로 사네 야 뭘 더 바래 That's my style
I really like the way the song kind of unfolds. I'm still kind of making up my mind on the chorus. I think me 5 years ago would have really liked this drop. And I still like it. I'm not saying I don't like it. I'm just trying to think of the song as a holistic thing, right? I really like this part of the song.
That's my style. 우리만의 자유로운 90s kids 지금까지 한 적 없는 custom fit 올려대는 나의 feed and like it 몰린 듯이 눌러 모두 다 like it 내가 추는 춤을 다들 따라줘 매일 너의 알고리즘에 난 떠 걷잡을 수 없이 올라 미친 score 그 누구도 예상 못할 90s kids 우리만의 자유로운 90s kids 우리만의 자유로운 90s kids 우리만의 자유로운 90s kids 우리만의 자유로운 90s kids 주목해 내가 좋아하는 것만 하면 뭐 어때 This ain't your life 쓸데없는 생각 따위 go away 답답한 이 세상 앞엔 멋대로 wallet Yellow say no 너의 길을 get down 잔소리는 quiet down 이제 그만 peace out 우리만의 자유로운 90s kids 지금까지 한 적 없는 custom fit 올려대는 나의 feed and like it 홀린 듯이 눌러 모두 다 like it 내가 추는 춤을 다들 따라줘 매일 너의 알고리즘에 난 떠 걷잡을 수 없이 올라 미친 score 그 누구도 예상 못할 90s kids
I like the song. I mean, it's a matter of trying to determine how much I like it, but I like the song. It's a good song. Yeah, it's a good song. I like it. I like it a lot, actually. Um, but I'm kind of done listening to it though, if that makes sense. Yeah, I'm really curious about I Am now, so I'm gonna move on to I Am real quick. I will talk about what I'm gonna give Kitsch in terms of rating after I listen to IVE's I Am. Right, sorry for that. I'm gonna change it to English. So there's a potential this song was spoiled to me by my wife, but it's okay. I don't remember anyway. It's dangerous out there, guys. I like IVE's voice. Liz's voice. Got some goosebumps on that one. I definitely vaguely remember the melody because of my wife, but you know, it doesn't detract from the fact that this is a good song. Oh, I like this bridge. By the way, Kara's hair looks really good. Like, she's had this hair, put her hair in Afterlife as well, and looks really good on her. I like this song. Ooh, goosebumps on the last the way they're singing, but the music fades and they have a little slight like reverb or echo, whatever you call it. I like that a lot, actually, way more than I thought I would. Like I said, my wife's been playing this song a few times, although I've told her, "Hey, I don't know the song, turn it off." I think she was playing the song once, and I felt kind of bad that I kept telling her to turn it off. So I just kind of left it, and I kind of got the bits and pieces of that chorus, but it definitely didn't. Knowing that chorus a little bit definitely did not detract from my enjoyment of that song. That's a really good song. I'm gonna check out the B original studio tune version, which why is it starting here? Jeez. If I mouse over these videos for too long, it'll just kind of save that spot. Make sure it's 4K. It is. Why does it not look 4K? Just my eyes? "4K? Why does this not look 4K? It's weird." 1 second. I've enlarged the screen just a tad bit. And I still can't tell if it's 4K. Weird. Well, it says it's 4K, so I'll believe them, but my eyes don't think, are not telling me it's 4K. That's Liz's voice, right? The one that goes way up there. Is that Eugene singing that part? I'll have to find the live version of it. I'm going to the It's Live after this one. Such a simple but catchy chorus. I really like how they're giving Liz so much more screen time on this one than Kitsch. You know, it's funny. Side story. Not side story, side thought? Side note, maybe. A footnote? I don't know. But anyways, it's funny how I really liked Eugene in Produce 48, but I didn't watch Eyes 1 much. After I was more in it for the journey for them to get there, than the product itself when they got there. I'm not sure what happened. I think I was watching the show itself, but I wasn't really following the music portion of it. I think Eugene. If I didn't know Eugene from Produce 48, I probably thought she was really like cool, and I still think she's cool. But I also know behind that, like really like cool, chic smile is a very like goofy gal, and like it makes me feel kind of warm and fuzzy that she is that cool looking, but also has that big goofy side of her that I thought was always cool because you would never expect it from this model-esque, probably would be acting if not singing in a group, girl, be such a goofball. By the way, Eugene looks really good with this makeup style. The way that her eyes liner is done, yeah. Really loud, jeez, what the heck? Give me short hair Kyle back. I don't need those extensions. Here's an example of why I believe my wife when she says this is probably the next it girl. She's very pretty. She's not like, I personally don't think she's like that as pretty as some other people might think, but she's darn pretty though. I can't deny that for sure. I just, personal taste wise, I'm not there in that stratosphere, but doesn't mean that. But I definitely believe that she's got the potential to be the next big female star in Korea. These outfits.
아이브 등장이다.
첫 등장.
이즈라이브입니다.
아이브에 아이브가 왔다.
Oh,
네,
no
인사드리겠습니다.
way. That's sad. You know, it's kind of funny. Just because of how tall Wonyoung and Eugene are, Liz is really tall as well, but you just kind of forget it because of these two are like the twin towers, I guess.
하나, 둘, 셋.
다이브 인투 아이브. 안녕하세요, 아이브입니다. 네, 저희 아이브가 처음으로 이렇게 이츠라이브에
Is this their first time on live? It's live?
저희 신곡 I Am 열심히 들려드리도록 하겠습니다.
네, 저희 IM이라는
No one
곡은요. 자신의 가는 길에 확신을 가지고 주체적인 삶의 태도를 가지자는 메시지를 담았습니다. 자, 우리 멤버들 준비됐나요?
좋습니다.
자,
가보자고.
가보자고.
Yes, I am.
Yes, I am.
Yes,
어,
I
I can
am.
do.
Let's go.
That was cute. Oh, something's in the eye. Oh. Oh. It'll be fine. It's fine. I'll have to look up why Ray's not here. Can't read those subtitles. By the way, Wonyoung has improved her singing a lot from Photo's 48 days. Eugene always had pipes since Photo's 48. I don't talk much about Isong. I apologize. I've got so much to say about everything. Okay, there's Liz there. Oh, that's Eugene doing that part. Eugene's actually improved a lot since Protus 48.
Look at me now. 어제랑 또 다른 짜릿한 나. 두려운 모든 게 설레게. I've been sky high, oh my god. 소소한 변화 아득해져.
Ooh, there's even some harmonizing.
Look at me now. I'm on my way. 너 그냥 믿으면 돼. I'm on my way.
I really like Power's voice too. Liz sounds great. This live band version sounds pretty good actually. Albeit a little simple. This God. Sorry guys. I've been waiting for Liz to do something like that. And not to detract from Eugene, she's doing great. Bye-bye. It's too short actually. I am. I'm gonna go back to Liz's part, but I just want to watch this completely.
감사합니다.
I always feel obligated to clap.
아이브가 왔다.
좋습니다. 즐겁게
즐겁게.
편하게 긴장하지 않고. 제일 좋은 어느 날의 데자뷰.
저희 신곡 IM으로 돌아온 만큼 많은 사랑과 관심 부탁드리겠습니다.
I was gonna ask, does Isha sound like she sings? Does she sing like she talks? Her talking voice. How do I say that? Does her singing voice sound like her talking voice? There you go. I have a feeling it would sound fairly close to that. Dream Note. I don't know who Dream Note is. NCT Dojejang. I'm guessing that's a new subunit of NCT. I'm still fairly unfamiliar with NCT. I apologize. Where's that? This is why I like Liz so much, because she's got such a great voice. I want to hear more of Liz and how smiley she is. So, who's singing that part? It's mainly Eugene, Liz, and Wonyoung. I'm guessing Wonyoung's singing the lower part, Eugene's going higher, and Liz is kind of in the middle. No, I think they were primarily layered, not different harmonies. Okay. So that sounds freaking great. Yeah, Eugene's improved a lot, I think, from Photo's footage. She sounds great. Got the goosebumps from Liz's part. While this is wrapping up, sudden high is to take a good care of myself. Hold on, let me play the song again. Doing research on Japanese singer Ray has spoken out about her temporary hiatus. But the singer was taking temporary hiatus in order to focus on her health. That sucks to hear. The way this is written. Sorry, I will listen to this and lower the volume a little. Okay, what I was trying to say, this note, although the notice or this says temporary hiatus, the way Ray is saying these things, it really sounds like it's gonna be an extended hiatus and she's not sure when she's come back. very sad to see actually. I hope she's doing well. When was this updated? 13th. So that's 2 weeks ago almost. Okay, so there's no news about how she's doing after that. Okay, fine enough. You know, it's tough because I imagine how old is she? 20? Oh. Ray is pretty young, right? 04, so she's 19. Yeah, 19. She's only 19. She's probably been trying to get to this point at a much younger age than 19, right? So I can't really fault her for just taking a step back to make sure she's good, you know, but I hope she's doing okay. Is Wonyoung taller than I am? Where's Wonyoung? Height. Wonyoung is listed at 173, so she's shorter than me, but I think she looks taller than me. And it says Eugene is the same height, right? 173. But I think she's might be the actual 173. And I think Wonyoung is 174 or 5. Just by looking at them. And I think Liz might be 172 or something. I don't know. It's just that the lineup, they look so tall. Sorry, I tried to rewind. I'm addicted to this Liz belt. It's got such a clear delivery. It's such a clear belt. Not many people could belt and sound so clear like that. So I have an analogy, and probably most of you won't know this analogy. Not an analogy, but a comparison, let's say. So there's a group called Big Mama. And it's a group of 4 members. And I think all of them have very different vocal qualities and kind of renowned to be the best singer from them. Sorry, I just hit the mic. Is actually I always forget all their names. It's so frustrating. But there's one member that's kind of clearly like the most popular in terms of singing, and she probably has the most balanced singing style, right? And probably maybe the most powerful voice of the 4. But there's a member, the youngest of the of Big Mama. Let's do some names going. Big Mama profile. So, Shinyeona is not her. Lee Ji-young is not her. So Lee Young-hyun, sorry. Lee Young-hyun, she's kind of like the most famous member in this group for just how crazy her singing is, and I cannot deny that. But from a personal vocal quality standpoint, I really like Park Minhe's voice, because, and you have to listen to them for yourself if you want to know why, but Park Minhe's voice is so clear. She's never going to be known as like the most versatile or the best or whatever, but her her vocal quality is the vocal quality I like in terms of tone, in terms of clarity, in terms of singing technique. I've always been like that, and I think IVE resembles her a lot in terms of just like clarity and tone. In some aspects. Of course, they sing completely differently, though. I really like this part of the song. Yeah, I really like them as vocalists, actually. I need to listen to I Am Focused. I don't really want the full I'm looking for a live version I want to watch, like a dance live. I think I'll just go to Inkigayo, whatever. Sorry if you see this gray filter. Just means I needed it to get the video upload. Oh, never mind. It's blurry as hell. Is that my monitor? What's going on? This was a little better. Eugene with glasses? Okay, now I can hear the double vocals. I couldn't tell if it was live or not, but I hear 2 layers of vocals here. Yeah, they're live. I think I officially have a bias in IVE, and I think that bias is Liz. And Kao is actually sticking out to me, but not in this song though, in previous songs. It's a good song. I like the song. I like Esau singing there, actually. This is a good song. Jeez, I keep getting goosebumps every time I hear this chorus. Those are some thick glasses, Eugene. All right, so I was just thinking about their other songs, right? I really liked After Like, but I think the staying power wasn't there. I think I kind of got tired of that song a little faster than I anticipated. I'm just thinking about, since I only listened to so many songs from Vibes, I haven't really heard any of their B-sides, right? So if you guys have recommendations, by the way, on their B-sides, let me know. This is a full-length album. If you're interested in seeing my reaction to the full album, I will try to get to it. There's so much coming out, especially in May. let me start by saying I Am is an absolute 10 out of 10. I like it a lot. And I think Liz killed the song. I think Eugene killed the song. I think they all did great, although unfortunately I didn't get to see Ray perform it live, but they sounded great doing it. 10 out of 10. The song is great. And I heard the chorus briefly when my wife like was listening it to in the next room, and I just told her I told her several times I didn't want to listen to it, but I was kind of sorry for telling her that. So I let her go this time. And I was trying my best not to listen to it, but I definitely heard that bit of the chorus, but I could barely hear any instrumentation. I think the fact that it's just like electric power chords going through, really was a nice touch to the song. I had no idea what the background music, the instrumentals on the sound would sound like at all. So that was great to see. It's a pleasant surprise, actually, considering I've been really interested in kind of more rock-ish music again lately. For those that don't know, Bandmate has grabbed my interest, and Dreamcatcher has been a very, very big presence on my channel for a reason. So it's nice to see I've kind of explored different genres of music a little bit, although it's very still pop. But the instrumental style is it kind of borrowed from just mainstream pop rock, I guess. And I'm a fan of I'm a sucker for pop rock, so what can I say? Let me backtrack to Kitsch. Kitsch. Is that how you say it? Kitsch. Real quick. I think the clever is really clever because there is no English word or Korean word for that matter that kind of describes that word. So it's actually really interesting to see a song that use a word that I'm not familiar with from a meaning perspective. I think I like the verses more than the chorus, like I said before. I think if the song kind of just kept that theme, I would have given it like a 9.5 or so. If the chorus was like a melodic version of that sound, it may have been a 10 as well. But it doesn't mean I don't like the chorus. Like I said, the chorus was like it's like a 8.5, 8.75 out of 10. The beat drop, I mean. But I'm kind of, I'm always a little hesitant on songs that change a lot. And I think the song changes a lot from that really like kind of poppy, soft, chill sound that's kind of been popular lately with like what were they called, 50/50 and New Jeans, and a little bit of Triple S as well, from what I've been exposed to, kind of that softer, kind of retro-y sound. Although this one was less retro-y than the other. And then going forward to that chorus, just much more modern kind of drop, but not really fourth Jenny drop. But still a very instrumental heavy drop with kind of like with very little melodic intonation in the vocal. It sounded great. It sounds good. I think if that song was more of that theme, I would have given like an 8.75. So if I had to like average the two, it'd be like a 9.25 out of 10. That's not a bad song by any means. 9.5, 9.2, whatever my score. 9 out of 10, just to keep it simple. Kitsch is a 9 out of 10, and I think I Am is a 10 out of 10. This is a freaking banger. I'm gonna listen to one more live version because I can't get enough of Liz and Eugene singing this song. 8K. My monitor can't handle 8K anyway, but it ensures that it's high quality. For these cheek cams or fan cams, you hear what the audience is hearing. So it's easier to just kind of hear what's going on. You know, actually, I feel like the choreography is just kind of okay for these songs so far. But I haven't really been paying attention to it. God, this is a good song. I like it. I think this might be my favorite IVE song. 11's up there. Hold on one second. Alright, I'm back. Sorry. Phone calls. I find the cars in the background kind of distracting, but whatever. Woo, the crowd's going. Well, I hope that's the last phone call I receive. Oh, the song's over. So the backing track adds like this fullness to this performance. I kind of wish they turned it off, because I think they could all handle it. Especially because they're singing together on the chorus. I don't think the backing track is needed. Cool. I watched this. I watched this, right? Yeah, I did. Okay. I did watch this. I'm gonna wrap my thoughts up, so I might as well let it play. No, actually, this is another filter I need to add. I'm not gonna do that. Studio Chum likes to make me put filters on. So, yeah, like I said, Kitsch is like a 9 out of 10. And I think I Am is a 10 out of 10. I like I Am a lot, actually. And like I said, I think it's my favorite track from them, actually. I'm trying to pay attention to the dancing. I'm just not really. Some things look cool to me, some things look okay to me, and I just don't. I'm not really versed in that to really comment on it, so I'll skip here. Although I like this part of the dance. It's kind of a nice change up. So I'm really looking forward to more IVE actually now. I think this solidifies my... I mentioned earlier that I have this really high expectation of IVE just because of how popular they are, but I think I can let that go now. a little bit. In the sense that I'm actually more of a fan now than I am a critic. Even though I'm not really a critic because I don't really critique. But, oh, by the way, to remind you, for those that are fairly new to my channel still, the out of 10 score is completely biased, completely subjective, not objective at all. It's completely based on how much I personally would like a song or dislike a song. And that's all it is. I'm not critiquing them musically, vocally, musically, otherwise. It's all about how these ears interpret it and how those sound waves go into my brain and how I emotionally feel about it. That's all. And it's very inconsistent at best. Today, I'll give this song a 10, and maybe yesterday I would have given it a 9. Who knows, right? But today, it's a 10 out of 10, and I'm glad I got to listen to it, and I'm looking forward to seeing more from them. Comment down below what you want to see from me next when it comes to IVE. I'm really looking forward to more from them. Of course, my bandwidth is a little tight. You know, I don't have a lot of bandwidth because I have regular content for my usual subscribers, but you know, you guys are more than welcome if you're new to my channel and you like this format. All my music reactions are multiple listens, fairly long-winded, but most of all honest. I am fairly honest as a person and in how I interpret things and how I explain things, and also provide some insight, such as Wonyoung being the next, looks like she's going to be the next big Korean female artist and or celebrity, just in general. Like I said, I think IVE's Liz is my bias. I think she was already knocking on the door before with her singing. I really like the way she sings, like I said earlier. Her vocal clarity, her vocal quality, very much so the style of singing that I like to listen to. So I was very disappointed in Love Dive when she had so little parts and she didn't even get one chorus to sing. Not Love Dive, I'm sorry. I don't remember Love Dive very well because it's been a while. But after sorry, my camera's mounted to my monitor, which is on my desk, standing desk. So if I kind of bump something a little too hard, it shakes everything. I apologize. So if you want to see me react to their full album, let me know. I haven't done a full album listen on any of my content yet. Maybe I'll try. You know, I like to listen to the songs multiple times, so I'm intimidated by the fact that I have to potentially limit myself to just one listen. But if I must, because if that's what you guys want to see from me, I shall do. I shall oblige. Or if there's specific songs you want to hear from me, you want me to react to, list them down below so I can prioritize those and before I get to the rest of them. Also, whatever else you want to see from me. If you want to see me react to a guide of theirs so I could learn about them more, happy to do so. You know, just gotta let me know. Let me know what you want to see from me, or if there's funny I love funny compilations. Compilations of them being funny is always a joyful time. So if that's something you want to see me watch, let me know. Otherwise, a guide's always great. I do have a Patreon. Although very little exclusive content, it's a great place to support me directly, and also that's a great place for you to make requests, and that'll kind of cut in the queue of all the other requests, right? Because it's Patreon, you get priority in that order, or in that sense. Otherwise, I do have some exclusive content. I will be putting VODs in there, live stream VODs, for those that are interested. I do announce live streams where I kind of do a variety of content on that one as well. I have a Discord server. Would love to have more dives there if possible. I don't think there's a single dive there, or maybe there are some dives, but you know, they're there for other groups as well there, so I'm not sure, but would love to see you guys there. On the Discord server, down in the links below. I also have Twitter, Instagram. Don't really use those very much, but I do announce things on occasion, so if you want to follow me there, great. If not, no problem, because you will see my announcements on YouTube and Discord at the very least. And finally, like the video, subscribe, comment, all that fun stuff. Helps the algorithms out, helps me understand you guys enjoy this stuff. And finally, with that said, have a good day, good evening, good morning, wherever you are, whatever time it is. Be safe, take care of yourselves, and I'll see you next time. Goodbye. Goodbye. Adieu. Bye.